Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel, and today we will continue our previous topic that we have started in our previous video, our genetics topic, heredity and evolution. So we have studied about what is heredity. So heredity is the transmission of characters from one generation to another generation, and then we have talked about variations. So variations are the characters, differences in characters which take place among individuals of same species. We have taken the example of bacterium, that how they slowly and slowly try to survive in high temperatures. Just we have taken the example of high temperature, that one or two bacterias which survive in high temperature, and this variation, this change slowly and slowly take place in one generation, then another generation, and slowly and slowly from few generations this character was taken to more generations, and the group of new bacteria now can survive in high temperature. No? After that, we have studied about some new forms, that chromosomes. So chromosomes are thread-like structures which are formed from DNA, and they carry genes. So what are genes? So genes are the hereditary material. Okay, so gene is a small unit of DNA on a chromosome. These genes are located on chromosomes, and they are they are the units of DNA, and controls or governs the specific character like tallness, brown eyes, brown hair, complexion, or many characters are there. Thousands of characters are there in our human beings. No? So after that gene, we have studied some Mendelian factors. That was the new term for you today. Okay, so fact we have called genes now, but Mendel, who is the father of genetics, he called the genes as factors. So he didn't know about the genes, so he termed them factors. He stated that there are some factors who controls our characters, and these factors are in pairs. Okay, now we call them genes. So genes are also in pairs on the same chromosome. We have yesterday we have saw its diagram, that chromosome has two chromatids, two arms. So one pair of gene has two parts, and one chromosome arm has one gene, and the second part of gene is located on the second arm of the chromosome. Okay, after that we have studied dominant gene. Dominant genes are those genes which show their character. Okay, and the recessive, which can't appear, which can't show its character with dominant gene, or they can only show their character when they are there is no dominant. For example, gene for dwarfness, there is a pair, and the pair has two genes. Na? So if there are both the genes, both in a one pair, both the traits, both the chromosome pairs are of same type, na? Small t or small t, then the person will be dwarf. If the same capital T and capital T is for dominant, so if they both are capital, then the character will be shown as which character? Tallness. Okay, if there is capital T and on the same chromosome there is small t, then the character which appear to us, which we can see physically, that will tall, and this tall character is dominant over dwarf character. Okay, then after that we have studied F1 generation. F1 generation was the cross between parents and the first generation which is formed is called F1 generation. After that we have studied genotypic ratios, genotype. So genotype is the genotype means what is the genes present in that character, that is called genotype. And the phenotype is the description of physical appearance, that is whether it is tall, whether it is wrinkled, whether it is dwarf. There is not any mean for its genes, whether they are in same pair, whether they are dominant or recessive gene present in the organism. There is no need to know about its pairing of genes, how it is looking, what character we can see, that is phenotype. Okay, now we continue our genetics now, the rules for the inheritance. So first rule of inheritance is monohybrid inheritance and the law of segregation. So what does our first rule of Mendel states? So monohybrid means only one character is there in first law of inheritance. Monohybrid inheritance and the law of segregation, that how gametes are segregated and after cross fertilization how they got accumulated. Okay, so first law states that the characteristics or traits of an organism are determined by internal factors which occur in pairs. So I have told that factors in our language is genes. Just Mendel called them factors and we now call it genes. So you can read it here as genes. So what does it states that all the characters in an organism are determined by internal factors, means they are determined by our genes which occur in pairs. So we have already discussed about it that all the genes occur in pairs. Only one of a pair of such factors can present in single gamete. So then when there is a gamete formation, there is no pairing in gametes. The pair will segregate. The pair will segregate and form two gametes, just like that. There is a cross multiplication of a parent cell and it's a father cell, we can say, or it's mother cell. No? So there is one character, tall plant, that is capital T and small t, capital T and capital T. And there is a dwarf plant, small t and its small t. When there is occurrence of gamete formation, the pair will divide in two parts and every part contain one gene. The pair of genes will divide and there are two gametes and each gamete have one factor. Okay, small t is one gamete and that small t is one gamete. And here also small t and small t will segregate, will divide into two gametes, small t and it's also small t. There are total 4 gametes, 2 from father and 2 from mother. And what will be its result? If capital T will combine with this gamete of capital T will combine of this small t, then the result will be capital T and then small t. Genotype is capital T and small t. But what is its phenotype? It will be capital T, because tall is the, what is tall? Tall is the dominant character and second gamete of father will join with the small t or one gene of mother and this will also become the same result because the gametes are same. There is no any difference in genes. So all the 4 results will be of same character, of same phenotypic and genotypic ratio. This is our F1 generation. So when F1 cross will be there. So what is F1 cross? The cross between F1 generation. We have taken the 2 genes from F1 generation and now we will cross it. So this is capital T and small t, and this is also capital and small t. So what there we can see the gamete formation is different from our parent cross. Okay, there are same gametes with same type of genes, but there are difference in the genotype. Small capital T and small t, when it will segregate, it will divide when gamete is of capital T and the second gamete is of small t. Okay, and same for that, one gamete is of capital T and the other T is of small t. And when we will see its results, then the result is also different. So what will be its results? When capital T of one gamete of capital T will combine with another T of capital T of mother's gamete, then the genotype and phenotype will be the same. Capital T and capital T, to dominant character, tall. And when this capital T will combine with this small t of mother, then the genotype is capital T and small t, but the phenotype will be tall because the dominance of tall over dwarfness. Small t denotes the dwarfness. And when another, this is the second small t means dwarfness. So when second gamete of father will combine with the mother's gamete of T, capital T will show its dominance and the plant will be tall. And if we see the other small t and small t, the plant will be dwarf. There can be 4 results and we can't say which result will be appear. Just these are just, there are some consequences that we will get these 4 results. We can get any one from these 4 results. So what will be its phenotypic ratio? 3:1. Tall plant is to dwarf plant. 3 tall plants, 1, 2 and 3, and 1 is dwarf plant. Okay, so genotypic ratio T1 chicken. So this was 1. T small t, these are 2. So this will be 2. Small t and small t, and it is only one type. Na? So this is 1. So this is important. Okay, so you have to learn these phenotypic ratio and genotypic ratio. So phenotypic ratio for monohybrid cross is 3:1 and genotypic ratio for monohybrid cross is 1:2:1. Okay, so this is our monohybrid cross inheritance and the law of segregation. Now we will discuss the dihybrid cross. So dihybrid inheritance and the law of independent assortment. So what does this law say? In the inheritance of more than one pair of traits in the cross simultaneously, the factors responsible for each pair of traits are distributed independently to the gametes. So it says that when there is gamete formation of many pairs of genes, every gene has its own character and they will not participate or interfere in the functioning of another gene. Okay, got it? Just listen again. What does it say? Dihybrids inheritance and law of independent assortment says that every gene, every pair of gene will do its own work, and they did not and they will not interfere in the working of another pairing of genes. They will do their own work and they work independently. They will not interfere in the working of another pairing of genes or gamete formation. They will not interfere their character formation. Let's so it's we will see its cross. So parental cross, two characters are there. Capital R means round. Why yellow seeds? So there is a plant with round seeds and yellow color seeds. So it's a dominant. Round is dominant and yellow is in color dominance. Round is in appearance, in shape, and yellow is in color. These both characters are dominant over wrinkled and green seeds. So wrinkled small r and green small y and small y. So round is dominant over wrinkled and yellow is dominant over green. So when there is gamete formation, see how the gamete formation is there. So one pair is this and second pair is this. When gamete will form, from both characters one gene will go in one gamete, just like one R from round and one Y from yellow. Okay, so both the gametes have same composition and will got the same number of genes for same character. For round R, for yellow Y. Same is here. For round means for shape R, for color Y. And there we can see for shape small r, for color Y. And same is there for shape R and for color Y. Okay, and what will be its results when F1 generation is formed? So when capital R and capital Y will be there combined with small r and small y, the results will this, and the result will show round and yellow. But here is also round and yellow. Here is also round and yellow, and here is also round and yellow, means F1 generation is same result. For phenotypic, genotypes is different. Genotype can be different, but phenotypic results is same, means all are round and yellow. But we can see in our genotype small r and capital R, small y and capital Y is present here. All the results, but they are dominant over round, and yellows are dominant over wrinkled and green seeds. So we can see only round and yellow, round and yellow, round and yellow, and round and yellow. After completing our this cross, there is F1 cross, and we have already discussed that F1 cross is for F1 generation results, the cross between results of F1 generation. So we have taken two characters, we have taken two individuals from F1 generation and we will cross it. And what are its results of gametes? There will be 4 gametes, because there are 2 characters. Then whenever there are 2 characters, there will be 4 gametes. If there is 1 character, the number of gametes will be 2 for one individual. Okay, so there are 2 characters and 4 gametes. So R, capital Y, capital R, small r, capital Y, and small r, small y. Same is here. Okay, when the cross will take place, here the gametes of mother and here the gametes of father. Okay, so we will cross like this. Okay, so capital R and small capital R, capital Y and capital Y. This is RRYY and round yellow. Okay, this is capital R small y, capital R capital Y, and the result is round yellow. Again, R small and capital Y, and R capital, Y capital, and the result is this. In the same way, when we cross this whole gametes with this gamete, the result is yellow seeds and green round seeds. Okay, come to second line. Capital R Y, capital R small y, and the result here is change. We got here two green because there are two green characters which has no yellow capital letter. Capital gene, dominant gene is not any there. Okay, so same is there, no green color is there, but we got here two green. So here is the whole cross. You can see and you can learn it easily how they got crossed, and the result is here. So what is its F2 ratio? So F2 ratio, round yellow 9, round green 3, wrinkled yellow 3, wrinkled green 1. So what will be its phenotypic ratio? 9:3:3:1. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you have all got 12 yellow seeds. Na? So you can see here 9 round yellow. Round yellow 1, round yellow 2, round yellow 3, round yellow 4, round yellow 5, round yellow 6, round yellow 7, round yellow 8, sorry, it's wrinkled, na? It's also wrinkled, it's also wrinkled. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So 9 round yellow, 3 round green. Round green 1, 2 and 3. Okay, 3 round green and 3 wrinkled yellow. Wrinkled yellow 1, 2 and 3 wrinkled yellow, and 1 is wrinkled green, and the last one is wrinkled green. So phenotypic ratio is 9:3:3:1, and genotypic ratio R capital capital Y is 1. Capital R both, capital Y small y 2. Capital R both and small y small is 1. Capital R capital Y 2. Capital R capital Y small y 4, and capital R small y small is 2, and small r and capital Y is 1. Small r capital Y small y 2, and last one is small r and y is 1. So you can see that only two characters are two plants are there, two results are there which will resemble two parents. One is of father and one is of mothers, and rest these are all new plants with genotypes. Some are in new genotype and some are in new phenotype. Okay, with this we have already discussed both Mendel's first law and the second law, which is of segregation independent assortment. If you any doubts, you can ask me, you can comment in comment box and study it thoroughly. You find it more interesting, and the results will more you got interesting chapters, na? So with this, take care of yourself and your family and study hard. Bye bye.